Even though roadblocks may be fun for at least a week, at least it's something for the drought that we're in. This game has brought a lot of fun, but now it's time for Typesoul to re-release. As long as they don't fuck up the re-release, I have a feeling it's gonna say summer again. But come on, it's Typesoul devs. They'll find a way to fuck it up anyway. They fucked it up. You know, at the very start of the release, after they forgotten to whitelist people, I was having fun just beating people up. That's not good. I'm fine. Peek! Hog frag! Yes, sir. I got a skill box and a hog frag so far. That's the mask, boy. You don't care about hell. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Where am I? I can't see. Does he get auto block? It's time! But then I decided to actually try the new content, and instead of trying to do hell, I just let the others figure that out. I decided to try to frog and play the game with my friends, and the servers was genuinely just unplayable. Your own home server would lag beyond reasoning, on top of it just being very boring to progress in the first place. Thankfully, it was sort of fixed fast, but the others weren't. Setro decided for some odd reason to reset everyone's bake items to 1. So you would have people scrapping and trading blue and red pills like they were skill boxes, and some people's items were just straight up getting voided at the time. I understand maybe resetting everyone's stocked up rerolls or something, but not only are you just gonna drop codes anyway, but some people have earned said items through rank rewards or, God forbid, paid for it. On the balancing side, Setro made the decision to make a wrong cards regress, and now they only have 1 move from partial rest instead of 2, just like the original release. We are going back in time for no reason. Balancing is always a tricky thing, but I don't really understand the management skills of not only balancing, but also the economy that these devs thought that would just destroy the new re-release of the game. I don't really get that. On some positive notes, they did remove hybrids. Hybrids were either useless or broken for like a minute and then became useless because they got nerfed. But for some odd reason, you still have buddies in the game, which was the worst idea ever that they thought about, which is a free boost that you needed to use from the Type Soul Dragon Balls or whatever the fuck. It's for a little edge on someone for no absolute reason. I don't know why you decided to get rid of that too. The Quincy changes, only letting them use LEDs or a cybernetic box makes sense. They have too many options. Whatever, that's fine, that's understandable. But making Soul Reapers have 10% less damage from Shikai chases, where you just exist and you're automatically weaker, on top of Visor being a less of a health pack, it's just questionable balancing. And most importantly, they brought back the biggest sin. Air Hakata. Nothing in the release of this game just fucking worked. So many things didn't work that I'll try to even make it fast by listing it, and I probably won't even name them all. So let me know what I forgot to mention that didn't work in the comments, please do. Fullbringers, you know, the new race. Yeah, they couldn't use skill boxes, rerolls, dimension shards, which, yeah, does make sense, and it was explained later, but they couldn't. And hog frags. All those items that were used were just straight up voided, and you didn't get restored for that. Fullbringer's missions were bugged in the first place, so you couldn't progress without waiting 10 minutes between each mission. It was fucking terrible. When the game released, matchmaking game modes didn't work, so people couldn't progress their way of getting to their Bankais and etc. for 2 whole days. On top of the fact that raids didn't work at all, so everyone who didn't have their Bankai, Res, or Volt couldn't enjoy the new content besides elite grade full-binger gameplay, and that was fucking terrible in itself.
Wait, what? Is this real loot? Did I? Wait, no, that loot's not real, right? That's not real loot, right? Wait, there's no way.
The poor souls that played this game on console couldn't even get past the start menu. Quincy's were just getting kicked for simply having a katana. In fact, a bunch of people couldn't access their slots or were just getting kicked due to some items not being whitelisted in the re-release. Fullbringers also, for some odd reason, weren't able to use blue or red pills. The highway hell map, the very beginning after entering the gate, that was bugged. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Hell itself was just a wasteland of lava and nothingness due to the fact that no mobs spawned, so people were just running off and doing absolutely nothing the whole time and confused.
Anyways, yeah, look, you can literally search around this map. It's a massive map. You can search around this map for, I'm not even joking, like over an hour, bro. You will not find a single hell NPC. I was searching this map for like literally an hour and it's like 20 minutes yesterday. Maybe more. There's not a single hell NPC anywhere, bro. I don't know where these NPCs are. I don't know if they're bugged. This is a really big map. Like for there to be nothing in it. Like it's really disappointing. Like the map looks cold. Don't get me wrong. It looks tough. I like it. There's nothing here though. There's literally nothing. Dead end over here. Okay, nice.
Hell NPCs, once they were enabled, were invincible, so you couldn't do nothing but accept your fate. The inner cell fights were polarizing. Either they didn't do nothing or they were cracked and insane with no cooldowns and just straight up stopping you from restoring yourself from hell. If you managed to beat Virgil, everybody in the party got double trigger, but they fixed that one pretty quickly, aside from other things. People with Ancient Vasto were getting their Ancient Vastos removed, but Cetro claims they didn't actually have it. The whole situation that sounds interesting in the first place. How do they get it, but then not have it and make it make sense? Servers were unsearchable and the UI just bugged out. The raid rewards weren't updated to match the new stuff you get, so you could do a raid in hell and get absolute dog shit. Maybe not a bug, maybe it's intended, it's something they forgot, but it's totally terrible though.
Some of these people aren't even doing the raids, probably because they know the rewards are trash. I'll just wait until this raid is finished here just to see if the rewards are even good. Wow. 5 raid points. I got 5 raid points, man, for winning. High risk rewards, right, boys? Let's see. Oh my god, look at that. High rewards, boys. High rewards for some place where you can get wiped at, man.
There were so many bugs, just like right now they said that they fixed an NPC being bricked in 2 rings. But I don't know, let me know what bug I forgot or which one's your favorite, because this whole bug mess has just been a shit show. I've been trying to say this since day one. Testers genuinely don't do shit, but enjoy the content before everybody else. Ever since GPO, where a bunch of quote-unquote testers quote-unquote tested the game, there were a bunch of bugs, and the only thing that we saw that they tested was to see how fun the update truly is. There are 72 fucking people with the tester slot. How did not one of them catch any of these full ring bugs, not being able to pop skill boxes or use rerolls? What do they even do? Why did testers not actually test the requirement for things? Why did they not test to see if the matchmaking was working fine? It's just funny that there are 72 of y'all and y'all couldn't find the most surface level bugs and didn't report them. I'm trying to tell you guys, tester is the most cosmetic role in these type of games. They don't actually test anything. They just fuck off and gatekeep information from the public and have fun before everybody else. The only valid testers are people that can either code or at least well documentate the glitches that happen so it can be fixed very quickly from an actual developer. This whole entire idea is a sick joke that was made up by the Nazis after Type Soul devs resurrected them during their Akatsuki era. Type Soul just doesn't work as a PvE game with the way how the combat works. There is no genuine timing when it comes to attacks. There is nothing to read, there is nothing to learn. The only reason why the Bankai boss was hard in the beginning was because people only had 60 skill points and the boss itself had a massive advantage of just ragdolling you with no cooldowns. What some people, including the devs, just doesn't understand that this game is more movement based than anything. This is a movement based game that has perfect blocking, not a parry based game like Deep Looking. Another joke that the Nazis told them is how everybody is going to obtain their true Bankai in this update. Get this. In order to get your true Bankai, what you need to do is find crystals for the demon NPC after entering the gate. Then after finding it, you need to play hide and seek with it. Find the NPC, and then after that you need to defeat the shitty free boss before you enter in Hell, which you can just pop your mode in. After you enter in Hell, you need to find the Tiger NPC, and he tells you to kill 120 Hell NPCs, which didn't spawn at the time, or 40 rings, or 1 raid, which also didn't work at the time. After doing that bullshit, beat a boss that you can't pop mode on because it steals your Bankai, and the only way to defeat the boss is by having 2 medic friends with you, or just by cheesing it. Then you need to beat an owl, and then you need to beat 1 more boss to finally obtain your true Bankai. But it's not your true Bankai, it's just your true Shrift. It's your true Res. It's your true Shikai. You do not get your true mode yet until you defeat 1 more boss, and then that boss sends you to a maze, and in the maze you play red light and green light with the Rancor female bitch. You have to solve a puzzle with the library books, which you can just simply look up. After doing all that hard work, the last thing you need to do is to get this. AFK in Hell for 12 hours. You know, after saying that out loud, it is a pretty funny joke for a stupid fucking update. And with this terrible update, it just makes me think, you know, all the bugs, all the questionable decisions, the resurrections of Nazis. It makes me think, and I realize that Type Soul is ran by snakes. Snakes, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. This all happened during their Akatsuki era. Who is directly involved with the Akatsuki due to their brother? Sasuke. What does Sasuke have inside him? Orochimaru. What does Orochimaru do in Naruto? Well, he resurrects the dead with the jutsu, the same jutsu that they used on the Nazis. And remind me again, what is Orochimaru? What is he? He's a snake! Type Soul is ran by snakes, and it's over!
But I had an epiphany Saturday morning, and I've thought about it for 2 nights, 3 days. Hey, LeBron, Ben Simmons is here. We're all good.